Hi, I'm Tim, the cheap 3D printer. With Cura 3.2.1, we got, with the beta anyway, we got the experimental feature of tree supports. Today I want to take a moment, I want to go over tree supports. I want to compare tree supports to the regular supports in Cura. So join me as we look at these two bulldogs, one with the tree supports, the other with the regular supports. Let's see how it's done. First things first, let's go to Cura. Let's look at Cura and let's see what it's, where the experimental features are, where the tree supports are. So first of all, in Cura, you'll see I've got the bulldog that we printed a little while ago. I got two of them, printed them identical settings. The only difference that we had was the supports. And so you can see here right now I have generate support turned on, touching the build plate only. I set my support angle at 60 and all the different settings that are there in Cura. But if we want to do the tree supports, what we have to do is we have to go down here, and anywhere in here you can hit this cog wheel here for the settings, or you can go up here to preferences and click configure Cura and click on settings. We're going to scroll all the way down toward the bottom where we get to the experimental features, which are way down at the bottom. Experimental, and you can see tree support. What we're going to do is we're going to turn on every single one of those. All right, and then we can click close. Now, in order to do the tree supports, you have to go and you're going to want to turn off generate support, and you're going to want to turn on the tree support down here. But what I want you to see here is the time frame. First of all, it's going to take 7 hours and 50 minutes to print it with regular support. We're going to turn that back off, and it's going to slice again here in a second. There we go. Now we're slicing again. You can see it goes fairly quickly. I have a decent computer. It's not a speed demon by any stretch of the imagination, but it goes pretty decent. We go to 5 hours and 38 minutes. Now, if we click tree support, we're going to turn on tree support. Again, you got to have generate support turned off up here and tree support turned on down here. And you're going to see it's pretty processor intensive to do this. It's going to go and slow way down right here. Okay, and there we go. We're finally done. And you can see it says 6 hours and 35 minutes to print this with the tree supports, which is a considerable savings over the regular supports. I believe it said 7 hours and 30 minutes or somewhere close to there. So you can see it was a considerable savings. I can tell you that the one with tree supports took almost 9 hours, and the one with regular supports took 10 hours. We have these two models now. We have one with the tree supports, one with the regular supports. What we're going to do in the next few minutes is we're going to take apart the supports and we're going to see how they did. So let's get busy here. First of all, the brim is coming off very nicely. This model had very small feet, so we did a nice big brim, mostly because the first time I printed it, about 2 hours into the print, it decided to come detached and went crazy all over my print surface. So, wow, you can see that just came off like a dream. We've got a few little boogers on the bottom that we need to clean up, but nothing spectacular, nothing major. Just some things we can real quickly clean up. You can see that it has some issues there on the bottom that we are going to have to do some cleaning up with. And but those supports came off like a dream. Much better than any Cura support I've done in the past. Let's try the other one. And this is the one with the traditional supports. Again, the brim is coming off without too much trouble. Well, I may have spoke a little too soon. Let's see how these break off. The ears come off nice and easy. Definitely a lot more difficult to get the support off, but it is coming off. I'm interested to see how this middle section cleans up comparatively to the tree supports. Now, I could have adjusted the tree supports to make them a little more touching the surface a little more. I just did it as the settings were in Cura and did not change anything. So you can see these are a little more difficult to get off. I'm hoping that it translates into a better model underneath, because I'm not real happy with the way that one turned out underneath. So we're going to see. They're coming off okay. I mean, they're definitely more difficult, but they're coming off okay. Well, my camera quit there for a second, and but it's back on now, and so we are back going. You missed me pulling this out, I think, but you know, I'm going to say this is somewhat, for me, a toss-up, because I think the actual layers of his bottom side may look a little better than this, but I've still got quite a bit of like stuck on support that I'm going to have to really just work at to get off. So to me at this point it's a toss-up. I know that there's other programs out there that have better supports. I know that they say Simplify 3D has a better support algorithm or something that makes them a lot easier to get off, but I'm going to say right now it's a toss-up, and we're going to clean these two models up. They're actually GIFs, so we're going to clean these two models up a little bit more and see how they turn out, but they're pretty cool. So there you go. Tree supports. They come off like a dream. Maybe I will adjust the settings next time and make those trees touch a little more to where I won't get as much boogered up bottom. Regular supports from Cura, again, they're difficult to get off. They really attach to the model quite a bit, so they're a lot harder to get off. But when it comes to which one to choose, I'm going to say at this point it's a toss-up, because, like I said, one doesn't look as good in the way of the model, but the other one is still, I mean, there's still pieces of support still on the model. So your choice. Try out Cura's new tree supports. Tell me what you think in the bottom. I think that they're definitely going to be useful. I'm definitely going to have to make some changes to some of the settings to make them work the best way that I know how, and make the best model. But it's a good thing that Cura is doing it. I'm sure it's going to, the algorithms and stuff are going to change over time and maybe be a little less processor intensive, and allow us to be able to make good models with good tree supports. I like the idea of the tree supports. I think they're going to be a good thing going forward. So there you go. Two models. They look pretty much the same on the top side. On the bottom side where the supports were, somewhat different, but yet still a toss-up. That's all I got for you today. I hope you keep on printing. I hope you keep printing cheap. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do that below, or hit the thumbs up for the like button. I'd love it if you'd do that for me. And also there is a GearBest link down below that will support this channel. Any money that comes in from GearBest is going to go directly to the channel to make it better, buying filaments, buying different things that'll get me to do more of these videos. So hope to do more, and hope to see you soon. Take care.